Good morning, people. Welcome in to Spirit of Life Alchemy on today, the 16th of May 2022, for your morning message tarot reading. Today, we have, this is from UK time, we have a full moon lunar eclipse happening at 5:13 a.m. in the morning. So just before it gets light here in the UK. If you're further west than us, especially on the west coast of the USA or South America, then your full moon lunar eclipse is going to be in the evening of the 15th. But as soon as I release these videos at midnight UK time, you should still get it before the actual full moon happens. So besides full moon, lunar eclipse, which is taking place in Scorpio, moon in Scorpio, sun in Taurus. We also have the moon trine in Mars, square in Saturn, before the full moon, and then after the moon, and also trine in Neptune before the full moon lunar eclipse. And then after the new moon, the full moon lunar eclipse, it's going to form a sextile to Pluto. So we may be finding ourselves wanting to take action, but there could be obstacles in our way or limitations, or we can't find our grounding and there's nothing solid to sort of hold on to, which all happens before the full moon. But after, as we go through the full moon and the portal of the full moon, then there could be soul level transformation before the moon moves into Sagittarius, where it's going to form a trine to Jupiter and an opposition to Mercury. God, my brain. Mercury retrograde brain. So we could, from everything that's happened before, earlier in the day, we could have big ideas and plans, but just keep them in the planning stage at the moment, because Mercury being retrograde, often if we try and put our plans into action, we find we miss things and we have to go back and do them again when Mercury goes direct. So keep it purely at the conversation, the planning stage, thinking through your ideas, honing in on the details and things like that. And yeah, taking the plans forward on the shelf until after Mercury goes direct. So it's Monday, so that is Mystic Monday's tarot deck. We're going to do the Wisdom of the Oracle deck first of all and see what the general themes of today are. I will be doing, after this, I will be doing a full moon lunar eclipse shadow reading. So you might want to also watch that and see what's happening with the full moon. Okay, so what do we need to know for today? The 16th of May 2022. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, guidance and help and support can Spirit give the collective to help us navigate this energy for the highest and for our highest and greatest good? Words are all over the place at the moment. I've just been so I always record these the day before, or generally there's been the odd occasion when it's been didn't do it yesterday, better do it today, sort of thing. But so recording this on Sunday, I've just been doing some lunar eclipse stuff myself, some belief code stuff, and then just been for a lovely long walk out in the woods, just to ground myself back into nature, out with my Bird Nerd app, identifying the different bird songs that I heard. And a very pleasant afternoon, and back in time just before it rained by the looks of it. So anyway, what do we need to know for today? Today being this recording being for the 16th of May 2022. Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What do we need to know? It's quite funny. I spend most of my not that I was ever that clued up on what day of the week it was anyway, but doing this channel I find myself a day in front of myself often. Okay, so Treasure Island. Mending. And Truth Be Told. Okay, so as I turned over Truth Be Told, it reminded me of yesterday of the perceptions and seeing through the illusions and things. So what I'm picking up for this is with Treasure Island, it's about we always carry everything sort of within us, our treasure, and often, you know, we try looking outside first for our treasure, and we don't find it. It could because it's inside us, it's with us, within. And I love this card because it's in the treasure box, the treasure chest. It's open, and there's all red hearts and gold stars there, and that's what we have inside us. But in this human experience, this human journey, you know, we get disconnected from ourselves. We hang on to old beliefs and stories and things like that. And this today is a really good opportunity to mend some of those old patterns and really get to the truth of things. So I can't remember if I showed you the card anyway. So Treasure Island, mending, and Truth Be Told. And then what jumped out? Building blocks. Another step on the way to who we're here to be and our purpose and things like that. So yeah, nice cards. Let's do some tarot and see what the tarot needs to or wants to add. Needs to add to the story. Wants to add to the story. My brain feels a bit windswept actually. What do we need to know for today? I'm not really sure how much of that is being out in the wind, how much is Mercury retrograde, and how much is that I've spent the last day and a half watching and listening to courses and doing my own sort of retreat and healing work. But hey ho, a bit of a combination of all of it, I reckon. Okay, so what do we need to know for today, the 16th of May 2022? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What help, advice, support and guidance can Spirit give the collective to navigate these energies for our highest and greatest good? What do we need to know? Messages from Spirit, please, for the collective. What do we need to know? Okay, so we've got the Eight of Swords, the Empress, the Four of Cups, the Princess of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the Hermit, the Knight of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. And at the bottom we've got the Two of Wands and the Four of Swords and Three of Cups. Okay. Okay, so as I was talking about the mending above here and this full moon lunar eclipse being a perfect opportunity to do some inner mending, the question to ask yourself is, where do you imprison yourself mentally? Limiting beliefs, old stories, subconscious, old patterns running you. With the full moon being in Scorpio, it's a perfect time to plunge down into those depths, into the subconscious, and see what's there. especially as the moon will then make a sextile to Pluto. So what we discover and what truth comes up for us allows us to add a bit more transformation. Okay, so yeah, what's holding you back? We have the Empress, the Divine Feminine. This is did the Empress come up yesterday? Let's just have a look. Yes, okay, yesterday the Empress was in the below position, the foundation. Okay, she's now shifted into the past, or the leaving energy. So the influence of the Empress is moving away from us now, from our foundation. So hopefully we've connected in with the Divine Feminine, through nature, through Gaia, through journaling, however you do that, meditation, whatever. If you did the work yesterday, connecting into the Divine Feminine, then sort of you'll be connected into that energy. Below the foundation today is we've got the Four of Cups. In this particular deck, I always see this as meditation. Okay, sitting there in life, and as we meditate, see the cup in the orb above her head. As we meditate, we open up to divine knowledge, divine love coming down into us, connecting with our higher self, with spirit, with the universe. Okay, so it is today, best thing to do some meditation, connecting. Above us, messages from spirit. We've got the Princess of Pentacles. Patience, and be gentle with yourself, because you're learning something new in this journey, and we're taking ourselves outside our comfort zone, and so the key is to just be gentle with yourself. Avoid self-sabotaging. Okay, so if you start thinking, God, I'm not doing this right, or all those negative thought patterns and things like that coming up, that's self-sabotage. And if you find yourself doing that, drop back down into the body, connect up to spirit, and reconnecting. The clarifiers, we had the Hermit, going inwards, connecting to your inner wisdom, your inner light. More patience. We have the Knight of Patience, who's even more patient than the Page of Pentacles. So yes, patience, taking it slowly. There's no rush. It's all part of the cycle. And I do think, I've said this before, that sort of, I don't work in the 2-week cycles with the moon. I work in a monthly cycle, new moon to new moon. And so we're coming from the new moon, we're peaking in light being shone on whatever it is we're working on at the full moon, and then we complete the journey down to the next new moon. Okay, so there's no rush. We've got a couple of weeks to deal with what comes up at this full moon lunar eclipse. And then we've got the King of Cups, and this is about sort of being connected in to your emotions, to spirit, to allowing messages to come through, and really creating that connection to your heart, to your emotions, in a empowered, active way. Cards at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Two of Pentacles. There's no moving forward yet. We're standing there and we're prospecting. We're looking at the possibilities. Remember what I said about sort of once the moon goes into Sagittarius and forms a trine with Pluto, all that fire energy, ideas coming up, new thoughts, inspirations, things like that. But then the moon's going to oppose Mercury in Gemini, which is retrograde. Do not pass go yet. We can't really move forward with making our plans into something practical until Mercury goes direct again, because otherwise we find we've missed things. So yeah, we're just prospecting at the moment, looking at the possibilities. It is the time for healing. The Four of Swords, whatever we uncover, whatever comes to light today, then use it as a chance to do self-healing, which will lead to celebration, the Three of Cups. Okay, so yeah, patience, being kind to yourself, gently mending, remembering our connection to ourselves, and letting the truth be revealed, so that we're building step by step into who we're becoming. Okay, that's today's reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated for you, then please do like, share and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like a personal reading from me, then email me at the email address below this video in the descriptions box. Have a wonderful day, and until tomorrow, thank you for watching.